welcome back to my page. Coming at you today from my bathroom, which is super strange, but believe it or not, I actually have plans today that I did not cancel, and it's a Friday and I'd much rather just be reading on my couch most of the time, but I am actually kind of very excited for these plans. So I have a couple hours to get ready and I thought let's just chat while I get ready. So we are actually going to this new concept restaurant. It's like very fancy. So for those of you who do not know, I live in Northwest Arkansas and it's very small. It's definitely giving rural. And we don't get a lot of newness in my area, but in like Bentonville, which is where all the things are happening, in Rogers' situation, they do get a lot of new things. So my friend has an inn at this restaurant, but it's like fine dining, but it's a pop-up concept. So it's only gonna be here for 3 weeks. So we're gonna try and go maybe twice during this time and get a feel for how it is. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm very excited. We gotta get the skin together because she's looking a little dull. She's looking a little wintry. So we need to brighten her up. So I start off with my cleanser. This is the Tula Cult Classic Cleanser. I've been using this for a few years now, and it is just amazing. It's so soft and I have really sensitive skin, so it's just great for us sensitive skinned people out there. And my mom actually has eczema and I suggested that she use this, and it doesn't break her out or anything. It's just honestly great. So it feels so good. So the actual purpose of this video, the reason that you probably clicked on this video is so we could talk about some books. I went to the library today and I was very surprised by the things that I found. So we're gonna get into that eventually, but I just love going to the library. This is an e.l.f. I think it's like a lip scrub type thing. It's like an exfoliator. It definitely helps with all the dryness in this world right now. So I use this probably 2 to 3 times a week to kind of get off all the dead dry skin, and then I use like lip oil, lip balm thereafter. Yeah, I went to the library today and I just have to say, I am so grateful that we have such an amazing library, because we moved back to Arkansas almost 4 years ago. And before that, we were living in a metro. We were living in Columbus, Ohio. And before I moved to Columbus, I didn't really have an experience a lot with homeless people or like just living in a metro like that. Like when I lived in Texas, it was smaller areas of Texas. I never really lived in like the downtown area. So I visited the Columbus Library one time and I was like, never again. The smells were not it. It was a beautiful library, which is what makes it so sad for me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous, but I could not deal. Coming back here definitely made me appreciate it a little bit more. So I'm gonna do this little mask today. This is from Typology. You probably have seen their ads around, but this is just a brightening mask, which I need to brighten it up. Okay, it has been 10 minutes, so I just washed that off, and now I'm going to finish it off with, this is so almost gone. Oh my Lanta, I need to order a new one because it takes like a couple weeks to get here. But this is also by Typology. I use this hydrating cream every day. It's zinc, it's got bamboo, so it's perfect for, like I said, sensitive skin people. I definitely feel better after that mask. You're supposed to mask like multiple times a week, but I mean, who has the energy to do that? I'm good if I just get my face washed at night, TBH. Yes. Okay, we are going to do a barefaced book show and tell. So let's move into the bedroom, I think, because we've had enough time in the bathroom. So I kind of feel like I hit the jackpot today at the library. I found some good things and I have them right here. Also, if library books sitting on your stuff grosses you out, don't you worry. I clean them as I always do. I always wipe them down before I take them out of my bag. Like I take them out of my bag, wipe them down, then set them down. So everything's clean, everything's good. And I feel like the library probably does that too. But anywho's, I felt like I hit the jackpot today. Look what I found at the library, just sitting on display, nobody there to grab it. I guess the hype has gone down around Fourth Wing, which perfect timing for me because I have really been thinking about joining a book club. It's kind of ridiculous that I have never been in a book club other than a couple of my friends. We started one and then it lasted like 8 months and then we all moved away. So that didn't last very long, but I've been thinking about starting a book club. And I went to one of the local coffee shops around here, and they are starting one soon and they're starting with this book. So maybe I will have already read it by the time our first book club meeting happens, but I'm excited to read it. On the cover, we have the most brutally addictive fantasy I've read in a decade. We'll see about that, Tracy Wolf. I don't know what to expect. I honestly don't even know what this book is about because, as we all know, I avoided it. I avoided it at all costs because I was very overwhelmed. Thank you, anxiety. I'll take it, Rebecca Yarros. I am excited to read it. Fourth Wing, everyone. I found it at the library. Cannot believe it. So the next book I found is called What My Bones Know by Stephanie Fu. I have kind of been craving a nonfiction memoir type situation. I kind of crave those sometimes, like at the beginning of the year, and then kind of like summertime, I'm like all about the memoirs and nonfiction. And I have Matthew Perry's, but I feel like I just don't want to read that yet. I feel like I'm just sad. I bought it before he passed, but I feel like I'm just sad now that he passed. So I don't really want to read that right now. So I found this. This sounds interesting. So I am going to read the summary synopsis. By age 30, Stephanie Fu was successful on paper. She had her dream job as an award-winning radio producer and a loving boyfriend. But behind her office door, she was having panic attacks and sobbing at her desk every morning. After years of questioning what was wrong with her, she was diagnosed with complex PTSD, a condition that occurs when trauma happens continuously over the course of years. So in this memoir yes, it's a memoir, of course. In this memoir, Stephanie Fu is interviewing people. She's doing a lot of research on complex PTSD, and seems like self-discovery, which I've talked about on this channel before. That's my jam. So I thought this was a really good find. I'm excited to dive into what has happened and how she got through it. Okay, and then my last find I am so excited about, and this is Archie Volume 1. People, I think I'm kind of coming to a graphic novel era, and it's all because of Heartstopper, which I love and am so glad I got into that. My husband loves graphic novels. He has so many. He loves comic books. In his game room, we're actually putting a comic book floor in, which I will make sure and keep you guys updated on. But I was never really into graphic novels until I read Heartstopper. So when I saw this, also you can never find a volume 1 in a library. Like, I hit the jackpot today. Volume 1 of anything is non-existent. It's like 2, 3, 4. It's like 5 and 6. It's never 1. We've got Jughead, we've got Betty, we've got Archie, we've got the crew. They're at Pops, like they're having a great time, and I'm so excited to read it. All right, so it is now 5:07 and we need to leave by 6 and I've got to do my makeup. So I'm not going to take you along with that. I may show a fit check at the end just because I've got to document myself looking cute. So I will talk to you all later. I hope you are well. I hope you are warm and I will see you very soon. Here is the fit check. This is proof that Alexis actually gets herself together sometimes. I don't know if you can see me. Probably not. But we have white boots on, monochromatic situation here, flare leather pants, and then we have to have some leather on leather action. I feel like a spy. My hair is so straight. Never wear it this straight. So this will be fun. But I am ready for dinner. I don't even know if you guys could see that, but hopefully you could. But if you're still here, thank you for hanging out, and I will see you very, very soon on a new video. Goodbye.